Good morning, guys. My name is Victoria Iwoji, BSN RN. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please go ahead and hit on the subscribe button below. Press the bell. This way when I put up new videos, you get notification right away. If this is not your first time coming, thank you so much for your support. I love you so much. Today we're gonna be having a tutorial. It's gonna be a talk through tutorial on vegetable stir fries. Guys, in this channel I talk about nursing, beauty and nutrition. Okay, stay tuned. If you look right here, I have shrimp and I have red bell pepper, I have carrots, I have ginger, I also have garlic, broccoli, I have knives, and these are my recipes. Okay, this is the recipes that I'm using for this. I have mushroom, I have onion, and this is Knor cube. Okay, Knor cube. This is my pot, and this is the spatula that I'm gonna be using. Okay, y'all. To get started, I'm gonna cut my vegetables. I'll show you how I do it. I like to cut mine in a little pieces so it's easy to bite when you're eating it. Okay, this is my carrots. To cut your carrot, you're gonna cut the head, right? And you use this to take out the skin. If you don't have this, just go ahead and use your knife and do this. Okay, and after this you wash it. After washing, then we're gonna cut. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wash mine in a thin slices. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the end result when I'm done cutting. This is ginger. To clean your ginger also, you go ahead and use this. If you don't have this, go ahead and use your knife also and peel the ginger. Peel it like this. Wash and you put aside. And this is my garlic. My garlics are already washed. Okay, this is onion. I'm gonna also cut my onions. My onions are already peeled. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it, then put it on the side. I will show you guys how to cut it in a little minute. And I have my broccoli. The same way that I cut my cauliflower in little pieces, the first one that I cut was the cauliflower. The same way that I cut it in tiny pieces is the same way that I'm going to cut my broccoli. And after cutting, I'll wash. Okay? I'll cut in little pieces like this. Okay? Alright? And I will wash it and set aside for the water to drain. Okay, you can always put it in a paper towel like I did the shrimp. I put the shrimp in a paper towel for the water to drain. You can always put a paper towel underneath for your broccoli and your cauliflower to drain water before you put them in the pot. And this is my red bell pepper. To cut my red bell pepper, I usually make an opening at the top. So I can remove this, then cut it in half. Okay, when I cut in half, now I cut the inside. Okay, because I like every vegetable that I'm making, especially the peppers, to be in the same shape, I will go ahead and cut off this folded part. This, I will cut it off. And I will also cut off the bottom part, and it will leave the inside to be in the same size. So when I'm slicing my pepper, after I wash it, I'm gonna slice it. So now it's in the same shape. Okay, and you go ahead and cut this one, same thing. You go ahead and do this one the same way. Okay, you wash. I have something on my table here that helps me to cut off vegetables. So I'm gonna put it closer to me so you can see it. Holding this pepper. Now you're gonna go ahead and slice in a tiny tiny pieces. You see the sizes? Now everything is in little pieces. I will go ahead and do the same thing to this pepper, and I'll go ahead and do the same thing to this pepper. This is shrimp, guys, and I'll show you how I clean my shrimp. I bought this, it was frozen, so this is how I clean it. I leave it to defrost out of the fridge. I know I was gonna make this today, so last night I took my shrimp out of the freezer and I left it on the table. Okay, by this morning it's already defrost. You go ahead and pull it here. You go ahead and pull it and you remove this. This goes in the garbage and this is what you eat. Okay, I'm gonna show us one more time. You see how it is? You eat this part. This is the part that you throw in the garbage. So you go ahead and do this. This is your shrimp and this is the cover that you don't want. Okay, you go ahead and do that to your shrimp and you're gonna have this end result. Okay, this is mushroom already cut from the store. So what I will do is just to wash it and set aside for the water to drain. My onion, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I cut onions. To cut my onion, I make a big half cut and I put a big half cut. Then I make a little cut all the way around and the onion. Cut all the way around the onion, all the way around. Then I'm gonna start cutting in tiny pieces. Watch your hands so you don't cut your finger. I'm gonna use this grater to grate my ginger and my garlic. Okay, do it in here. Be careful so you don't grate your finger. Okay, this is my garlic now. When you're done with your garlic, you go ahead and grate your ginger using the same grater. This is canola oil. I'll go ahead and preheat my pot. When my pot is all hot, I will go ahead and put a little bit of this oil, just a tiny bit, okay? Not a lot. The pot and the stove. When I preheat the pot, then I'll put a little bit of oil, a little bit of vegetable oil to stir fry my vegetable. I'm gonna put a little bit inside this measuring cup, okay? Not all of this, not even half, just a little. I'll show you what I'm doing, okay? Now the pot is preheated. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little oil. This is the pot. I'm adding a little bit oil. You see how tiny it is? This is what you need. Everything is ready. I cut them, wash, and put it inside this sieve just for the water to drain. This is the broccoli and the cauliflower and these other vegetables. Everything is ready. This is the garlic and ginger. I already preheat the stove and I added a little bit of oil. Put in the onion and the Knor cube. Garlic and ginger. And I keep stirring. Now I will put carrots. I will continue to stir. The pot that I started with is really small, so I will transfer to this bigger pot because the broccolis are not even in and the pot is like almost full. So I'll go ahead and transfer to a bigger pot. I'm gonna put a little measuring spoon of Mrs. Dash to give my food a nice taste. Just a little pinch, okay? And it's going into the pot. And I have Old Bay. This is seafood seasoning, and you know I'm making shrimp is a seafood, so I'm using a little bit of this one also, the measurement that I have. Good. And I'm gonna add a little bit of Asian flavor seasoning. And because I'm adding this, I already have a Knor cube. I'm not gonna put salt in this food because it's already a lot of sodium. Okay, and it's still gonna taste amazing. I'm telling you. I try to reduce my hand in sodium because of blood pressure. So these are the only 3 seasonings that I use with the Knor cube, okay? This is the 3 seasoning that I use. Now I'm putting the broccoli into the pot. I'll leave it to simmer for 5 minutes. These peppers here, I'm gonna put them last because peppers are easy to cook. So if I put them early, they're gonna overcook before the end of the meal. So the peppers are going in last. Alright guys, that's something that I usually make and keep in the fridge. This is chicken broth. Okay, anytime that I boil my chicken, if I'm making food and I boil and the broth is a lot, I use a little and I save some. And when I save some, I use it in, next time when I'm making food. Especially a day like this that I'm making vegetable stir fry. There is no water added to the vegetable. And the vegetable is not, boiling out a lot of water because it's not something that I'm cooking. It's a stir fry. And to give my vegetable a nice and amazing juicy taste, I will go ahead and take a little bit of my chicken stock. Okay, this is 1/3 spoon and this is what I'm putting. Just this little size. This is what I'm putting, and I'm gonna go ahead and ziplock the remaining of the stock and put them back in the freezer to be used next time. This was frozen. I brought it out yesterday night, and by this morning it's already, defreeze. It was hard, but now it's defreeze because I brought it out since last night because I know I'm making something today. So I will go ahead. I will put this inside. This is going inside the vegetable. And I'm gonna cover the pot to simmer for 5 minutes. Hello guys, it's already 5 minutes. The vegetable is ready. I'm turning off the stove. Okay, it's ready. The food is ready. I have my rice. This is so good. Amazing. This is so good. Go ahead and give this a try. Make it. Have a colorful plate and eat healthy. I love you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put your comments down. Tell me what kind of videos you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.